where they were really trying to make it seem like we made Left 4 Dead. Our team here made Left 4 Dead, and we still have that team. But in reality, even somebody like Mike Booth wasn't even part of Turtle Rock when Back 4 Blood was made. And, I don't want to overhype this. I'm not going to overhype this. But, yeah, I think about the success of, like, Helldivers 2, and I think it kind of makes sense that Sony would gravitate towards a game like this. I think it's reasonable for people, myself included, to raise an eyebrow and question, like, Sony, why would you take this chance again after what happened with Haven, Firewalk, and Deviation?
I'll tell you why. Money.
Like, you've been down this road before. Like,
it's okay. It's okay, right? It's okay. Herman Hole said it the best. They learned how to fail cheaply and quickly, effectively. It's okay, Hat Guy. It's okay, right? It's all right, right? It's so Marathon. Yeah, literally. It's okay, Hat Guy. It'll be all right, man.
Never learn, but
wait,
I tried to
did he say did they
before? Like, don't you ever learn? But
don't you ever learn?
But I try to keep in mind that, well, this is coming years after, and
years after what?
Here's my guess. This is my guess. Okay,
let's hear it. Hat Guy.
I think Sony now has a bit of hindsight. I think Sony knows to a degree what a successful live service is, because they have one with Helldivers 2.
Wait, so because they have one out of what, like 12? So because they got one right out of 12, now they know what it looks like. I don't know, right? I see Fair Games, I see the shit they're pushing out. I don't know, dog, right? And I see the shit with Marathon. What am I talking about? It looks like they got a Concord 2.0, right? They didn't make that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true. But I mean, it's under PlayStation, I guess, right?
But they also know
it's a console exclusive. Right? Oh, never mind. No, it's not. What am I talking about? Wait a minute.
Come on, you should know this.
That shit went over to the Xbox. I'm tweaking.
What type of game?
It was a console exclusive. Shit.
The PlayStation fan base and the gaming world as a whole right now does not want. I think Sony knows we don't want fair games. Sony absolutely knows that we don't want Concord. Again, we don't know what Deviation looks like.
Oh, wait. If they know you guys don't want Concord, then no. Why are they giving you Marathon? I don't know. I don't know if they know, dog.
So no one knows if that's something we're going to want. My guess is if they're willing to sign another deal like this, post Concord, post shutting down a studio that they acquired, post Fair Games reveal, it has to be because there's something about it that looks like it could catch the same type of fire that maybe something like Helldivers 2 did. Something that is, I mean, again, it is.
Well, you better hope the PC guys buy in then, because that's what happened.
A 4-player co-op shooter. That's what Helldivers is. That's also what Left 4 Dead was. I think Sony's maybe just thinking, like, there's a massive audience for this type of game. I think the conversation right now would be very different. Mm-hmm. If it was like another hero shooter. I think, oh my God, it'd be like, okay, well, they're doing Concord 2, basically.
Oh,
are you sure PlayStation knows we don't want Fair Games? Fair Games is not canceled. It's clear they're going to release it, and it will be Concord 2 all over again.
Damn.
Same for the Horizon.
Not his chat calling him out again. They're like, shut the fuck up, MVG. Did you not see Marathon? Did you not see what they showed for Fair Games? Are you sure they don't know? His chat said it will be Concord 2.0. And I'll give him credit. If you're going to be the leader, right? If you're going to be the fearless pony general, you need to sell them straight, right? Why are you over here capping to these guys? Let's hear that again.
They're doing Concord 2. Basically. Are you sure PlayStation knows we don't want Fair Games? Fair Games is not canceled. It's clear they're going to release it, and
Yes.
it will be Concord 2 all over again.
Yes.
Same for the Horizon Fortnite co-op game. I mean, you could be right. You could be right.
He's probably right. Look at this. He knows he can't lie to his audience, right? And I can at least respect that, right? He tried to fool them, right? They're like, no, dog. We've seen what that shit looks like. It don't look good.
I mean, the thing is, we don't know how out of touch Sony still is or isn't. Right?
Have you seen
We
Marathon?
don't know if they're out of touch with live service.
I don't know.
We have 2024 to base our our assumptions off of. And 2024 is such a mixed bag because it's like, again, on one hand you have Helldivers 2, breaks records for Sony. Everybody loves it. And on the other hand, you have Concord, one of the biggest failures ever to release in gaming history. And you want to walk away from that and you want to believe that okay, well,
you can believe.
Surely they know now, right? Like what would work and what wouldn't. They have some idea. And I think that's objectively true. Like they have more data.
So because of Helldivers 2, they've learned how to make live service games, essentially.
To base their decision making off of than they did previously. But the reason
he is coping bad, I know, very, very much.
Just saying this is because they haven't.
Because he's trying to astroturf. Like, nigga, it's probably going to be asked. Why can't you just admit? Seems like your audience has accepted it, right? But you're sitting here trying to make it seem like, oh no, they got Helldivers, dog. Like, what are they going to make Helldivers 3? I mean, shit. How is that going to save the day, right? Knowing about Helldivers, what does that do?
Done anything?
They don't got a damn clue. Listen. I seen Marathon. And it was a no for me, dog.
Since then, like they haven't released anything. What you're saying about Fair Games being Concord 2 is, I mean, that's such a real possibility. It's scary. Where it's like,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, this is why we call you a fanboy, by the way, right? Even when you're not, a console warring, it's scary.
About Fair Games being Concord 2 is, I mean, that's such a real possibility. It's scary.
Yes, it's scary.
Where it's like,
oh, it's okay. Like I said, Hat Guy, it's okay. Right? If it flops, I don't think you would lose any money, right? People would probably be upset, crying in your chat and everything, but it's okay. You'll get through it.
I think Sony knows that. I think that's why they haven't shown it yet.
He sounds defeated. I feel bad. Yeah, he does.
I think that's why they did secret playtesting on the PlayStation Network, and apparently it was not good. I think that's why Jade Raymond, I think it's obvious she didn't just leave the company. Clearly they're like, we want you out. You got Marathon coming up. And I think Marathon,
yikes.
You could tell, like you can tell Sony, like they want it and they need it to be a success, but you could tell they're scared that Bungie really shit the bed on this one. But they can't really do much about it because it's like, I mean, you paid $3.6 billion for these guys. You're just going to have to see it through.
Yeah, for shit.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is Sony either is doing one of two things right now.
My boy Rambling, yo, shout out to Rambling Entertained, man. He says, it's okay, MBG. You survived your hairline. You will survive another Concord. Yes, I think it'll be A-okay.
They're either saying, fuck it. We don't care if this is a Concord 2. We're just going to keep, partnering with any team we can and securing any game we can that we think even just has a remote possibility of being the next big thing.
Yes.
In other words, they might...
Yes, they're trying to make...
money!
Right? Maybe they could be better. Maybe they could have a better direction. I don't know. But it seems like they're throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, right?
Still be taking the shotgun approach just without their first-party studios. Although some of their first-party studios are still making live service. The shotgun approach may still be happening. We just might be in that kind of in-between, like, we're reloading phase. It's either that or...
You niggas are cooked.
Again, and, I'm not leaning on one side or the other here. It's either that or they saw this game and they're like, oh, shit. Okay. Like, This one we have to lock down.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah, this one we gotta lock it down, dude.
it's really hard to have any type of faith in that because again they had that exact feeling for Concord. Now, to be clear though,
Yeah.
a lot of the partners,
Yeah, that was an exclusive too, even though it was on a PC. But I mean, yeah, they thought Concord was it too.
tips that we saw, like, not to keep bringing up Concord, but a lot of people don't know that Shuhei Yoshida was the one who signed Concord.
Who cares?
He
Who
told
cares?
everybody that. And obviously Herman gets all the blame because he got the promotion and he's the one in charge now. And
Okay.
I think that there is certainly a high level of blame to be placed on Herman, where it's like it was your responsibility to cancel it, to have the foresight to know that, okay, Shu signed this, I'm gonna end this. Instead he dove headfirst into it, being like, this is amazing. Like, I love that. He believed that Shuhei Yoshida signed a great game.
Yeah.
Shu believed he signed a great game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the problem, where it's like, all right, well, how can I know that this new game you just signed is actually going to be great? Because I'll tell you, Left 4 Dead is one of my favorite games of all time. In my head, I want to imagine that we're going to get the proper...
Well, then hope and cope and, be a fanboy, right? And believe, and who knows, maybe it'll work, right?
For Left 4 Dead 3 that we never got, and Sony and the studio partnered together are going to make it happen. That's what I want to believe. But, I know all too well that we're talking about Sony live service and Sony multiplayer and new studios. Again, we've been down this road where
Yes.
I'm basically like creating a rule for myself where it's like no hype. Like, remember, no hype.
No hype.
Until we see it.
Until you see it, yeah.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll never forget with Concord.
Oh, you'll never forget.
I always refer to this. I'll never forget when I saw that teaser trailer at the 2023 PlayStation Showcase. And it was like, okay, that didn't really tell me anything except that it's a 5v5 PvP shooter.
Yeah, literally, NTG Jaguar is like, Valve owns Left 4 Dead. They're the only ones who can give Left 4 Dead 3. Literally, I don't know why they keep on bringing that IP up, right? I guess because it's from someone who used to work on that game, but it's like, maybe it'll be in that same vein. Maybe it'll be something similar. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. I don't know, but it sounds like even he knows this shit ain't gonna happen like that.
That's the only thing they told us. And they said they'll share more next year. And I'm like, maybe this could be great. I remember saying that. I remember thinking, like, this could be a great game. Like, we haven't seen Sony make a multiplayer game in a long time. Certainly haven't seen them make a shooter in a long time. And, it's just, there's being wrong, and then there's being whatever I was.
Yeah, you were extremely wrong.
And, I don't want to make that same mistake where it's like,
oh, no.
Yeah, I want to believe that Sony's not dumb enough.
Yeah, you're a fanboy.
To like...
You want to believe. You want to believe, but you know that it's probably... I mean, especially Marathon, it's probably going to be Concord 2.0. I mean, I've seen some of the character designs. That shit looks very Concord 2-esque. You know what they're on. You know that they that recently the live service games ain't been hitting on Nathan, right? It is what it is, right? It's okay, hat guy.
Yes, pushing polygons. Unfortunately, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah,
want
you were
to
very
believe that
wrong.
Sony would be dumb enough to sign another multiplayer game that is going to look awful and not appeal to PlayStation players and be a game that everybody looks at and says this looks like trash. I want to believe that they're past that now. But I have nothing there to to back me up. You know, like there's nothing for me to point.
But I have nothing there to back me up. But what about Helldivers, right? Or did you just cut that off because it went to the Ekbach, right? I mean, you got Helldivers. He's having a fight with himself right in front of us. This is just pure coping. I know this is insane.
And say, see, this is proof. Because again, Helldivers came before Concord, and Sony didn't expect Helldivers to be big.
Yeah.
So
it was big.
You know,
it's okay, Hat Guy.
I will still have this vision in my head of what it could be, what I would like it to be.
Yeah, cope.
But
yeah, he's trying to gaslight himself. What the fuck? Yeah, his audience tried to talk him down, but they were just like, "Oh, there he goes. He's gone."
Necessarily expecting it to be that.
Like I said, I just want to remind you guys, like, this stream is fucking unlisted, right? Like, this nigga's gonna keep crying. Wait till you guys see what he says at the end of this shit.
I can't deny that the big thing I'm latching onto here, and this is true, the big thing I'm latching onto is the fact that they did point out that this guy is, you know, he was an integral.
My boy Draquan says, fair games right after that bullshit too. They're cooked. I know, like that fair game shit they showed. There was like a rumor that it got canceled, but if that shit is still heading out, I mean, yeah. Fair games, marathon, oh my God. Like they're going to be the laughing stock of the fucking internet.
Part of making Left 4 Dead what it was.
And I've heard good things about Deadlock. Shout out to NG Jaguar. He says Deadlock is Valve's new IP. Yeah, I've heard it is pretty good.
It's hard for me not to have just a little bit of excitement because it's like, holy shit, like.
Because you're a fanboy.
Is this what I think it might be?
Yeah, you're gaslighting yourself.
But with my luck, I'll allow myself to feel that. And then at the Game Awards, they're going to announce it, and it's going to be...
Concord.
It's going to be Concord, but if it was a 4-player co-op shooter.
Yes. It's going to be Concord.
And,
but you're going to still hype yourself regardless.
You know, I just don't want to deal with that shit again.
Aw.
But, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. And if you go look at the responses from people...
Oh, let's look at the responses. Oh, no, here we go. So now we got to go on Twitter.
Like if I go...
To Twitter.
If I go to the actual, like, Twitter post...
Yeah, to Twitter, of course. There he goes. There goes that guy on Twitter.
The Walmart Canada Gaming responds for some reason saying, we're going to play that. Okay.
Yeah. Chilling it.
Black Thunder says, single-player action game, please. I'm only reading the comments that got upvoted, by the way.
Single-player action game, please. Oh, them niggas want single-player game so bad. Like I said, this shit is hilarious.
Somebody says, as a huge Left 4 Dead fan, seeing Mike Booth team up with PlayStation and Bad Robot Games has me so excited. Okay. So there is some excitement.
Yeah. Yeah, so just get out of there, right? You seen there's some people who have some... you saw a good comment, a positive comment, like it, you know, and get out of there, Hat Guy. Don't dwell on the negative.
Then there's somebody else saying, I'm going to save you the trouble and some money, PlayStation. Cancel that shit now, my boy.
What'd he say, Hat Guy? Say that again?
Then there's somebody else saying, I'm going to save you the trouble and some money, PlayStation. Cancel that shit now, my boy.
Yeah, cancel that shit now.
I can't believe this is where PlayStation is, dude.
Aw.
Like, I can't believe that, like really, this is where we're at.
Yeah, that's where you guys are at.
I'm not saying I can blame anybody, but it's like, all right.
Yeah, that's where you guys are at. Yeah, that's the public consensus.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Sigs heard of Godslayer, the PlayStation China Hero Project game coming to Xbox Day 1. Totally broke Reforged arguments. Damn. Oh, yeah, the China Hero Project. Wow, that's insane, right? I mean, I was already like, hey, it's going to be on the Xbox because of the ROG Ally and their next hardware, but damn, they poured that shit to the console.
Let's see. Somebody else says, I've never seen PlayStation announce a new project over a tweet. This is a first.
Okay. Yeah, neutral. Get out of there, Hat Guy.
Publish the studio's upcoming project, an unannounced 4-player cooperative shooter. PlayStation, you don't learn anything.
Aww.
Or you haven't learned anything.
Haven't learned anything.
This is the most upvoted comment by a mile, though.
Oh shit.
New 4-player cooperative shooter from game director Mike Booth, Left 4 Dead, in development for PlayStation 5 and PC. And then it's the GIF of the dude opening the refrigerator, looking all excited, and then walking away disappointed. That's like by far the most upvoted comment. So
it's okay. You guys got a Wolverine and Sorrows coming up, dude. And GTA 6.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sony's in a really weird and awkward position. Digital dude, it could be. It could be, dude. Sony's in a weird and awkward position where I've tried telling people, like, they're not going to give up on live service games.
Oh, yeah, they're not.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't forget Intergalactic. Yes. Interwoke-lactic. Yes. Yeah, with the bald-headed bitch. Yeah, exactly. You think his bald-headed ass would be all behind that, right? A pause, right? I mean, she's bald, right? You'd think he would like it.
They're not going to give up on live service games. They can't give up on live service games.
Yeah.
At least from their perspective, they can't give up on them.
Yeah, they need the money.
I'm not completely opposed to them doing live service games, but I just, you know, I don't want, I don't want to see Sony put out games that are just dumpster fires.
Oh.
You know, but I understand that they're still trying to figure this out. They're still trying to make it work. We also have to understand that a lot of developers want to make live service games. That's something that is also worth keeping in mind, that everybody, I think, tends to have this view that it's always just the publisher, but that's not the case, not all the time. A lot of devs want to make live service games. This developer, Bad Robot, clearly they wanted to make a co-op live service game. Jason Blundell's team clearly wanted to make one. Bungie was making one with Project Gummy Bears. So, you know, it's hard to fault Sony for, you know, them wanting to have live service games and then looking at teams making live service games. And I get it. It's like, maybe we should just try, you know, let's just try it and see what happens. But again, you know, there is like a reputational risk here, and there's risk of doing brand damage.
Oh, brand damage.
You know.
Nigga. It's funny because I guess brand damage would do damage to your channel, right? Because even though you like to pretend like you're not a PlayStation fanboy, is this why you're up here coping, right? Brand damage. Who gives a fuck? At least they're putting out something, shit, right? Don't get me wrong, right? I would like for them to put out good games. It looks like all of them are going to be on PC. It'd be nice for good games, but at least they're doing something, right? You never know, right? You never know, Hat Guy. I thought that you, of all people, would be the optimistic one. But this whole entire time, you've just been up here crying about Concord, right? Like, I don't know if it's because, like he said in the beginning of the stream, he's been up all night. I don't know if he was, sleep deprived. I don't know what's going on with Hat Guy, but, you know, I just thought he'd be more optimistic about them teaming up with Bad Robot or whatever the hell, you know, right? Who knows? It's PlayStation, dude.
Clearly, it's really important for Sony. You know, live service games are very critical to Sony if they're willing to continue to risk brand damage in an effort to get more successful live service games.
Brand damage.
So, you know, if we look at Helldivers 2 and the success of that game.
I mean, the way I look at it, they've already dropped like literally the worst game of all time, right? Like, what more brand damage could you really do?
Game.
You niggas still glaze them. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to lose their diehard fans. Like, come on. Shit, we got some fanboys who be saying that they wish they could still play the shit.
Would Sony be taking a different approach if...
Shout out to Drakewan. He says, but wasn't you wasn't you one of the people saying single player devs were being forced to make live service games? He was saying that shit the other day.
Helldivers 2 didn't succeed? Yeah. Brand damage at this point is turning into emotional damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, your own chat is cooking your ass. Yeah. You look emotionally damaged. Like, this is not normal. It's very odd how upset you look right now.
I think Sony would be approaching live service very differently right now if Helldivers failed too. Maybe I'm wrong, but by the way, guys, make sure you're liking the stream to help it out. I'd appreciate that.
Oh, and also I just want to point this out. I mean, holy, like he's at zero donos, right? Zero gifted subs, right? We're already halfway in. Maybe this is why he closed shop. Actually, now that I'm looking at this shit, I noticed something felt a little bit off, right? Zero at that on that member goal. Yikes, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he was lacking some energy.
The only reason they haven't axed Haven for now is because the studio is based in Montreal, and I believe they want to maintain a foothold over there. Yeah, there is that as well. They could ultimately they could try to transform the studio into whatever they want.
Yeah, very zesty behavior for him. It's very unbecoming, 1,000%. Wait till you see his stream today. Let's skip to right here, right? Because he's got some other shit he's gonna get into.
And even Horizon's multiplayer game, dude. Like,
oh, let me pull this shit back a little bit.
Studios that they have internally right now, like Haven, like LFG, like Dark Outlaw Games. These are studios that some PlayStation players are probably like, wait, what are these studios? They're live service studios. And even
why is MBG upset? He should be happy because console sales. Exactly. Right? Like, and plus, not only that, they have Wolverine, right? I'm not sure when Wolverine's coming out, but Sorrows, right? I mean, listen, right? And PlayStation's in first place. They're winning, right? Like, what the hell is he talking? Like, I don't get it.
Horizon's multiplayer game, dude. Like, they have to be kind of scared. And I would be if I was them. People want to see Concord 2, man. Trust me. People are more cynical than they've ever been.
Oh, you're such a little baby. Because people are ready to shit on the game. This is what I mean. Like, this is what happens when you're, like, so attached to a brand, right? You're scared. So this is why you've been crying and coping, right? Because you know that if this game is shit, everybody's going to be shitting on this game, right? And I think that's how it should go. If you make a shit game, you get a shit product, you're going to get a shit response from the people, right? Even though I know there'll be guys like you who step out to try to damage control. Or who knows, maybe you'll hop on the hate train like you did with Concord.
Especially on the internet. People are really hoping that Sony does put out what essentially equates to a Concord 2. And
shut up. Nigga, hush, man. If they made a good game, look at Helldivers. They made Helldivers. People loved it. The shit went viral. Everybody was talking about it. They make a good game, right? And they make it available on PC. Day and date, then, people will play it and they'll have fun with it, right? People aren't just waiting to shit on the game, right? Like if people are going to shit on the game if it's bad, and from their batting record that it's probably going to get bad, right? So now you want to, kind of set it up to where it's like, oh, people are just waiting to attack this game. Get the fuck out of here.
I think it sucks that that's the situation, but like, don't get me wrong, there are PlayStation players who want something good, obviously, but yeah, there are definitely people that they want to see that kind of fall from grace even further.
Oh, that fall from grace, nigga. They made the worst game of all time. The shit got shut down in 2 weeks, and you guys still glaze PlayStation. Doesn't matter what they do, right? You guys are gonna get up here and glaze them, nigga. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, holy damage control already. Like, it's crazy to me. So you're already like, Sony's up against the odds. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And
if the game was halfway decent, people would glaze the shit. Shit, I like I said, I've seen PlayStation fanboys who glaze Concord to this day, right?
And it's kind of like what you said. I think it was you, Mr. B, where it's like, you can't. It's really hard to drag PlayStation down to that lower level when they're, when they're really right after Concord releasing a Game of the Year winner. Again, that kind of prevents that from happening. And so
my boy John Bonazami says, funny how the company who won the console war makes the worst game in history. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that game being as bad as it was, what was funny was everybody knew it was gonna do shit numbers. but nobody thought it was going to be that bad. I've never seen anything like that. Like with the player activity, I mean, what a time to be alive. I'm not going to lie. That shit was hilarious seeing in real time, especially like with just all the bullshit that was going on, and that still goes on with like games and whatnot. That was an amazing W to see.
There's a lot of people that they're just waiting. They're just waiting for PlayStation to really kind of step on that landmine again, but this time they're not going to come out unscathed. Yeah. And I don't know why that is, but I don't know. I guess it's to be expected to a degree.
Oh, shut your ass. So there's people who are just waiting for Sony to step on that landmine. It's okay. You'll jump in. You'll jump in place. God damn it, right? You Sony defense warrior, nigga. You'll jump and take all the damage already before it's even gone off. You're already scanning the perimeter, ready to lock and secure and provide defense. When you know what we've already seen from what you were saying, you know there's high chances that this game's gonna be ass. So only Hat Guy can sit up here and say, hey, there's a big chance that this game is gonna be Concord 2.0. Your exact words was, it's scary, right? But now you want to get mad that people are looking and saying, hey, this is a Sony's live service game. It's probably going to be dog shit. Now you want to get mad and cry about this shit. Like I said, only Hat Guy can predict that the game's going to be dog shit. Everyone else has to wait to see it, to know that it's dog shit.
That's why I think, like, yeah, Sony, if I were you, I'd be terrified. To show
terrified, yeah.
Fair games.
Terrified.
I'm terrified about what this game's going to look like, dude.
Look at that shit.
For all we know, this game.
This is not a PlayStation fanboy, by the way. Listen to this shit. You're terrified.
Yeah, Sony. If I were you, I'd be terrified to show something like fair games. I'm terrified about what this game's gonna look like, dude.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know. The devs aren't. Shit, the devs aren't. They're putting all fucking quirky tweets and shit, probably on Blue Sky and whatnot. Nigga, what are you? Why are you worried? What's your vested interest, nigga? What funds are you? What's your investment in this deal, right? What are you terrified about, Hat Guy?
For all we know, this game could be a cartoon. And I know I'm going to be careful the way I describe it because I'm not trying to like dump on random games here, but I'm just saying like...
Yeah, because it's a PlayStation game, right? Be careful.
We could see this game revealed and it just looks... It just looks, I mean, like the most generic pile of slop
yep.
that we've ever seen.
Yes.
So, like, it looks like Live Service the video game.
Yeah.
And,
Live Service the video game. Yeah, with a PlayStation logo, though, right? And make it a fucking console exclusive.
At that point, if that's what we end up seeing,
yeah,
where we see this game revealed and everybody's like, holy shit, there ain't no way, then Sony deserves to kind of fall at that point, because it's like, yeah, if you didn't learn from Concord, then you're never gonna learn.
Yeah, never gonna learn.
But there is that kind of hope, like I said, that if they're willing to sign this game after this whole debacle, maybe it's the opposite of Concord. Maybe that's why they signed it. They're like, this game looks like the opposite of Concord, so let's bring that on instead. Yeah, and that would be great. That'd be great. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like another zombie game. Again, they keep mentioning Left 4 Dead.
They thought it was going to do Dragon Age, but somehow it did worse. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Age was terrible.
I don't necessarily think that tells us it's going to be...
that new one, that shit was terrible.
Be like a game based around an infected hordes and zombie survival or anything like that. I don't think it necessarily points to it being post-apocalyptic. I think they keep highlighting Left 4 Dead because that's what the director worked on, and it just feels like it would be great if it was, though, right? Like, it feels like it would be kind of great if it's like, we're going to try to do what Back 4 Blood we're going to try to do what Back 4 Blood did, but actually do it well. That would be great.
Of course.
MBG, the reason people are being too derisive? Derisive? I don't know how to say that. Towards the announcement, or maybe you meant to say divisive.
Yeah.
Is due
you're hurting
to
his
Sony's
brain.
abundant number of consecutive failures and their adamancy of trying to score that live service game. It feels too hasty, corporate, soulless. Like,
Oh no, corporate soulless.
Yeah,
it's almost like they're a corporation trying to make money.
Yeah, and tarnished. You just keep using words that I'm like, I don't. I've never heard that word I've never even seen that word in my life.
You're hurting his brain.
But cool. Yeah, I mean, it's people just want, not people, but I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's a level of frustration, there's a level of frustration, I think, from certain figureheads at PlayStation or people who are in charge of the studios, where it's like,
yeah, no way, Sig. Sony is a corporate, not my friend. Yeah, it's a soulless corporation. Right? It seems like,
hello, I like money.
It seems like they just like money. They're just chasing that next hot game that's going to bring in a lot of money. Yeah, Sony cares, dude. Literally, they're learning the hard way.
You look around and people are like, you need to do different stuff.
Oh.
You're just making the same formulaic single-player games over and over again.
Yep.
You're just making the movie games, Sony.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay, we're going to try different stuff. And then people are like, oh my God, kill it with fire.
If it's Ash, yes.
And it's like, yeah, I think Sony's probably just ignoring most of it now. I think that they're just like, well, listen, you can't argue with the facts.
Yeah, you get what you get, right? And you don't throw a fit.
And the facts say that Helldivers was their biggest success by many.
Nigga, he keeps on bringing up Helldivers. How Helldivers is not gonna save Marathon, nigga. Like, Helldivers is not gonna save these live service games. He keeps on hiding behind Helldivers, right? Quit hiding behind Helldivers.
Many miles. So, does it mean make
it's all they got? Literally.
A game that's literally Helldivers again? No. I mean, maybe eventually.
Yeah, and thank the PC community. Yes, literally, it was us, right?
Shut up, you filthy peasant.
You filthy peasant. It was us all along with Helldivers.
With Helldivers 3, but I think it just might mean that Sony's going to try to gravitate towards 4-player co-op multiplayer games. Or just co-op multiplayer games in general, where they're like, this might be our thing.
Yikes.
The one Sony live service that will be successful will be the one none of us want to play. It'll be some Fortnite-style game, Gen Z, fast-paced slop.
Yep.
I mean, it could be, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's the thing. That's why Sony's willing to
if
try
they're
that
lucky.
type of stuff, where it's like, you know what, if we can make something like that work for us, but it doesn't appeal to the core PlayStation, the hardcore PlayStation fan, that's okay. I think Sony can live with that. I mean, Sony just announced 3 mobile games, dude.
Yeah,
they announced.
Dude. he said it.
I think Sony can live with that. I mean, Sony just announced 3 mobile games, dude.
Yeah, they just announced 3 mobile games, dude. Even though one of them ain't going to the PlayStation, dude. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that Horizon Steel Frontiers, that shit might actually hit for something, right? I like how the bitches was looking in that one.
They announced MLB The Show, free-to-play mobile version yesterday. They announced that Ratchet and Clank game. They announced Horizon.
Yeah.
And these are mobile only. Like, PlayStation players can't play these games unless you go somewhere else. You have to leave your PS5 to play it.
Oh, no.
And I think it's just because Sony's like, yeah, we're just trying to tap into that mobile market.
Oh, he walked right into that. Oh, no, you got to leave your PS5.
And we don't really care if the Ratchet and Clank fan on our PlayStation home entertainment system,
Yeah.
We don't really care if that player wants to play it.
Yeah, we don't care.
You can.
Yeah, you can. You got a phone.
But we didn't really make
Get your ass on a PC. Yeah, we didn't make it for you.
We made Ratchet and Clank ripped apart for you. It's a weird thing, but
Oh my God, this shit is hilarious. Yeah, they didn't make it for you. My boy Drake One says, "You Horizon." I'm telling you, if you look at that Steel Frontiers, if you look at the characters they had in that shit, like I said, it looks a lot better than the shit they was doing with Aloy, right? That game, I'm like, yo, they trying to get the PC guys on that shit.
It kind of makes sense in that from
Yeah, Sony. Don't you guys have phones? Literally.
That angle. And I think Sony probably views it as with their live service games, they have to like.
The cope is strong in this one. Hey, listen, you guys ain't heard shit yet. Just wait. Like, this is like the end of this little clip. Just wait till you see this last one, and I'll say it again. This was unlisted, right? But your boy Siggs, I keep all the links. Your boy Siggs, I'm eagle eyeing this bitch.
I keep interrupting myself. I feel like they view it like we have to kind of do it that way too. With the live service stuff. The difference is the live service stuff is it's
live service, dude.
It does seem like it's almost meant to appeal to PC players more. And I say this because a lot of people I think are aware of this, but some people are not. That Helldivers 2 is owned by Sony, and it is a PlayStation Studios game. It's a Sony published game. Sony owns the IP. But this game has found...
Hey, shout out to Cage. Good to see you, my brother. He says he sounds like his dog just died, literally. What live service game besides Helldivers 2? That's the one he just keeps on bringing up. We need the Helldivers 2, Helldivers 2, Helldivers 2. I guess he realized how much it sounded like he was crying and delisted it. That's my assessment, too. Wait till you hear what he says at the end, though. This is damning, right? Very damning, something that he's about to say.
Like, overwhelming success on PC. This game would have been a success on PlayStation, to be clear, in isolation. This game, I think, sold 4 to...
In isolation. Nigga, hush. The PC players did all the heavy lifting. All I got to say is...
Shut up, you filthy peasant.
Tell that to PlayStation. Tell that to PlayStation. Let's just subtract... What was it, like 12 million or however much it sold on PC? Yeah, let's just subtract the large bulk of sales. Yeah, and it would still be a success. Nigga, please.
5, maybe.
Is that why they put it on Xbox too? Up here coping.
By this point, even 6 million copies on PlayStation, and that's huge for a studio like Arrowhead. That's huge for a game like Helldivers. That would have been a shocking success if it only launched on PS5 and did this.
Oh wow, wow! Now we're hypothetically talking about exclusives. If and with got if and I said with. If and then and whatnot. What the hell? Is this what we do now? Now we gotta pretend that games... I mean, they was already pretending they were exclusive. They're all on PC, but now we gotta do this. When was the last time a PlayStation exclusive sold 12 mil? Literally. Like, the cope was strong in this one. You said it already, Drake. What?
Made this game go from being just a big surprise success to being the next big thing that is going to take over for like the next 6 months or longer. Was PC. And I would even hedge a bet right now that the majority of people still playing Helldivers 2 are not on console. They're on PC.
Yes. So what are you talking about?
This is because I think Sony is going to try to like divide it up here. We're like, look, we're going to try to make our console players happy by continuously having these strong cinematic, if not cinematic, just high quality single player games at a somewhat regular cadence. You know, you can always rely on
110 pulled a year. Yeah,
that happening a couple times throughout the year.
A couple? You mean one time a year? Now they did have a couple this year, right? But from what we heard, it's going to be a 110 pulled, right? I thought that one of their CEOs confirmed that it was just going to be Wolverine or some shit, right?
When it comes to our live service games, we're actually...
Or was it Saros? I don't know. I think it was Wolverine. I don't know.
Like, we're still going to try to hit that audience on PS5, maybe the people who are playing Fortnite on PS5 or Call of Duty or whatever the hell they're playing, right?
Madden, COD, and FIFA. Come on, and Call of Duty, right?
Come on, you should know this.
You should know this.
But we're also going to really try to target that PC audience.
Yep.
And the success of Helldivers 2 on PC is, I think, going to be a major driving factor there. Keep in mind, they did announce this game as a PS5 and PC game.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's true. You can't please everybody. You can't. The bottom line is make games we ask for, and if good, we buy. Make games that that the board wants. Live service games, if not good, we don't buy. Their decision. Yeah, I mean, like, my mentality towards Sony's live service games is very simple. Like, if it looks like a good, fun game and it speaks to me, I'll play it.
Okay. All right. So He's gonna do a little bit of coping, right? Now, listen to this shit right here at the end, right? Because we still have to get into his begathon for earlier today. He was begging like he's never begged before. JK, he begs all the time, but listen to this right here.
Online, look at games like Call of Duty. These are platform games, and these are games that make Sony the bulk of their money through 30% rips, 30% of every transaction. But eventually, these platform games, if they don't find a way to not split the share, and if they could try to run it on their own. Some, I think, will try that. I think some will fail. Some might.
Hey, shout out to Draquan Holmes. He says PC is giving you your best sellers right now with Helldivers and Stellar Blade. That is true. Facts.
Succeed. It does kind of seem like Fortnite might be the first one to try to do something like that eventually, based off of what Tim Sweeney says and
I haven't seen it yet, Cage, right? But I'm going to keep my eyes out, right?
what Epic Games is doing. But I'm just saying all this because Sony, I don't think people understand what would happen to the PlayStation brand overnight if even just one of, again, Microsoft exposed something major about the PlayStation brand when they acquired Activision Blizzard.
Oh.
And what they exposed was their vulnerability.
Wow.
Sony's vulnerability.
What? No. What are you talking about? Sony is vulnerable, but console sells console sales. Sony's doing fine. What are you talking about? What is going on with Hat Guy, right? Is this why this stream was unlisted? What is he talking about? He's crazy in his braids, right? Yeah, a little bit of ABK cope sprinkled in, but what does he mean, right?
PlayStations. And Sony was not hiding it. Sony was actually in a full panic to
Yeah, Jim Ryan.
In fact, they were trying to let people know.
Yeah.
Sony was acting like Microsoft's going to kill us. And what did that all hinge on? It all hinged on
Call of Duty.
they're going to take Call of Duty. And if they take Call of Duty...
Oh, but what about the exclusives? But what about the exclusives, dude? Everyone knows the reason why you buy a PS5 is for the exclusives, right? I thought Sony was invincible. Yeah, me too, dude. And I thought this was one of their generals. What is he saying?
As Jim Ryan himself said, PlayStation would never recover. People don't understand. That's an incredibly high level of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't think you want to see PlayStation in that position.
Yeah, me neither.
Because it means that they're not in control of their own, potentially the fate and future of their own platform.
Yeah.
Instead, it's in the hands of all these other publishers and all these other games.
Oh, no. Yeah.
What would
I wouldn't want to see PlayStation like that either, right?
be ideal, at least from, I don't know, from the consumer perspective, but I'm also just trying to view it from like a PlayStation fan's perspective.
Oh, nigga, what? Did he just separate the consumer from a PlayStation fan? What the hell does that mean? I thought that the PlayStation fans were just consumers of PlayStation. What?
What would be ideal, at least from, I don't know, from the consumer perspective, but I'm also just trying to view it from like a PlayStation fan's perspective.
He says from the consumer perspective, but I'm also just trying to view it from the PlayStation. I mean, I thought those two things were intertwined. You could tell he missed Jim Ryan so much. Oh, yeah, he loves Jim Ryan.
What would be ideal, I think, is like if something like Fortnite or GTA Online was threatened to be pulled from PlayStation for whatever reason.
Oh, no.
It's just going to be gone. Sony's like, that's going to hurt us and we're going to feel that, but we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because we have this and that.
Yeah.
Our own things. That
yeah, exclusives. Yeah. Yeah, Sony will be okay. Way to clean it up.
We'll survive.
Yeah, he sleep deprived for real. No way he's saying such heresy. I'm saying, no wonder this shit got delisted, right? So what? You're like a super consumer or something? That's what I'm saying. I don't know how he separated those two. It just caught my eye, or caught my ear, I guess, pause, right? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, though. It's the nature of
yeah, of course. You don't know. That's how it always ends, Hat Guy. I don't know, though. Yeah, we know, Hat Guy.
Platform that Sony built, While Sony was making these big single-player games like Horizon and God of War 2018 and Spider-Man and Bloodborne
Spider-Man was pretty good.
and,
Bloodborne was good too.
Ghost of Tsushima, while they were making all these games,
That was good too as well.
all these other publishers were putting out their live services.
Damn.
And, referencing Shuhei Yoshida again, Shuhei Yoshida made it clear. He's like, I wasn't going to make live service. And he was asked. And he said I wasn't going to do it. That's why they demoted him. That's why they replaced him. Because it's like, okay, well, then we need somebody who will.
MBG got all the tea. Yeah, who will?
And you get like Herman Holst in there.
Herman Holst.
Interesting because I will say,
and there's nothing interesting about this. Oh, by the way.
Shu did
Like the fact you just know that. And look, he's like acting like he was fucking there. But he's not a PlayStation fanboy, by the way, right? He just covers gaming.
say that he signed Concord, but also said maybe he was talking about the first party studios. Now that I think about it, maybe he was saying like he wouldn't have asked any of the first party studios to make live service
Oh, so that's just how you interpreted it.
games, or he wouldn't have let them. Maybe that's what he was trying to say. Maybe what Shu was trying to say is that, yeah, if you get Blue Point Games coming into my office trying to pitch a live service God of War, he's going to say, hell no. You out of your damn minds.
Okay, so this is just fan fiction.
Get the hell out of here. Come back with something else.
Herman Holst sleeps with an Aloy body pillow. Hey, it's funny. You guys remember that name, Herman Holst. I'm going to bring it full circle, right? And I promise you guys are not ready for this.
Or like Ben Studio, right? So, yeah, it's an interesting announcement. I don't know if we can call it an exciting announcement. I don't think we should overhype ourselves. We should just wait and see what it's going to be.
It's okay, Hat Guy.
But,
just wait.
I want it to be something good. I don't want this to be a bad video game. That would suck.
It's okay, Hat Guy.
But,
yeah.
But I guess time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Oh, he's so hurt. He knows that shit's gonna be ass, right? Oh my god. This shit is hilarious, dog. Okay. All right. Even though it's delisted, I will like this. Yeah, he's bald, right? Let's see if anybody left any new comments, right? Since he delisted it, they probably lost it, right? But Sig's got it in the archive, you dig? Yeah, complete flop. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a flop, right? Shit, let me add this over to my files, right?